Hi there. So good to see you. Happy Wednesday here in the United States of America. For all of you around the world, I love you all very, very much. And my heart is open and it's full. And I have so much gratitude and appreciation for all of you that have tapped in, found some of my videos, and they are meeting your frequency, meaning you're resonating with them. That's awesome. There's a couple of things I want you to know. Number one, my motto is you do you, boo. I am a master teacher, I know that, but I believe in free will. I believe in free minds. I do not want to be and will never be that leader or that quote guru that has a bunch of people following blindly. That is not going to be me. I will tell you in a heartbeat, get lost. Because this is a pathway you walk on your own. I can give you tools. I can tell you my story. I can relay things to you. But that's from my perspective. That's from my knowledge. That's from my wisdom. It's not going to be for everybody. I know that. It's not supposed to be. It's not why I'm here. I'm only here to be of guidance, to provide information. What you do with it, that's on you. You're the answer. You're the guru. You're the one walking this path. That's why you're so fucking special. Every single one of you. All right. So that's the first thing. The second thing you have to understand is most of the time when I'm doing these videos, there are multiple dimensions, multiple levels of me as well as you. I have a physical form. I have a conscious mind. Her name is Rebecca. Hi. I have an emotional body that has a form in the astral realm. I also have a subconscious mind, which happens to be my angelic energy, which is pure thought. She channels through me as me. We are integrated. Sometimes she comes through more times and she will literally take possession of my body and I have no control. So understand that sometimes the things that are coming out of my mouth are coming from different levels of me. That's why sometimes it gets confusing. Yes, my physical body was a creation for my greater self, my subconscious mind, to learn these lessons because my conscious mind, Rebecca, protects that little girl, who's my subconscious mind inside, and is also helping her work through her issues. And I do that by living the life that she prepared for me so that I could help her. Because she is much bigger than me, much greater than me, has much more memory, much more experience, and a lot more traumas or issues or belief systems. So it's taken me years, and I'm still not completely done. Don't know if I ever will be with helping her become free from the enslavement that she was in. So I want you to understand those key things when you are listening to my videos, because number one, it's not about me. Never will be, it's not going to be. I'm not your God. I'm not guru. I'm not your guru. I am just here to be a tool and to show you my way or a way. It's your job to walk that pathway. Will I be there with you? Absolutely. Will I love you? Absolutely. 100%. Even those of you that come with a little bit of anger and a little bit of hate, and I see you, don't be big meanies, okay? Because I won't put up with that. We're not going to do that. Because if we're going to be here in these physical forms and complete our mission, our quote, quote, job, and let me explain that too. Your job as an angel. So let's say you just realize, yes, I embody angelic energy. It is within me, and I don't fit into this one size fits all mold of a system that you created here that has boundaries and restrictions and human laws. No, that doesn't work for me. The way you treat each other like primal animals hurting each other, it doesn't work for me. The way you enslave people through programming and conditioning and lies and manipulation and illusion, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work against me either. It slows me down. It irritates me. But I know I am much greater and much bigger than this physical form. I knew that. That is more true to me than this physical realm. Angels, ghosts, paranormal, the energy, the astral and the ethereal realms are more familiar to me than the material. That's why I've had a hard time adjusting to this dimension. So it's important to understand that, excuse me, I got the burps, that once you understand or remember, it's a remembering. You're remembering the truth of who you are. You're remembering that, hey, I came here as an angelic self in this body. I went through these traumas. I went through these lessons. I went through this stuff so that I could help my greater self become better, more aligned, and heal and do her work here in the material realm on Earth specifically, because this is the simulation that we happen to be in right now. Once you remember who you are, now you know, okay, yes, that's me. Now I'm here. Now I'm ready to move through these lessons and move through them as quick as I can. Now, let me say this. Every angel has a job. You're created with a name and you have a job. Okay? I'm not going to tell you what your job is. That's yours to figure out. It's yours to figure out who you are. Because if I tell you who you are, then I've just imprinted into your energy field, your subconscious, your conscious, that, hey, that's who you are. I'm not going to do that because there is infinite possibilities. You could shapeshift. You could decide, you know what, I don't want to be that, and I'm going to be something else. That's cool. But if you do remember who you are as an angelic being here in a human form, you know your name, and now ask, what is my job? What am I here to do? There's a difference between job and a mission, okay? Mission for me, and this is my mission, you have to understand that when it was downloaded, it wasn't really even downloaded, it was imprinted into me by God on who I am and what my mission is. And it was when God enters your form, you go into a state of comatose. You can't move, you can't think. It's like your whole body gets overtaken and you're stuck. And it's like this massive influx of knowing, of just is. And it burns within you. It is me. My mission here is my mission. It's not yours. It's not yours. It's not yours. It's not yours. Not yours. You all have different missions. Are we in alignment on some things? Are we going to come together for a common goal? Yes. That's why we're all here. Why are we all here on planet Earth? Every single angel, about 144,000 of them, from different levels and different rankings. Why? A couple of reasons. One, to bring God into the material plane, to dissipate the toxicity that the material plane and the other dimensions has been infiltrated with. I call it a virus. Some call it an ego. It's toxic. It's toxic people, toxic places, toxic things. It's the toxicity. That's one thing that we're here to do. Number one, we're here to heal the traumas that we went through. Number two, then we're here to help alleviate the toxicity. And a part of alleviating the toxicity is healing the traumas. because you probably went through an experience that I did where you had extremely abusive parents, you had extremely abusive and hateful people in your life who wanted to bully you, gang stalk you, and keep you down and program you to make you believe that you were nothing, that you were weak, that you were all these negative things. That's part of the conditioning and the matrix here. It's a control mechanism. But once you break free from those people, from those beliefs, from those things, and you start to really go into a mode of isolation, just like Jesus would leave for days and he would sit there and he would recalibrate, he would reconnect. He understood that he could not be in that toxicity for too long, and he was alone. So are you. I know. I get it. I felt alone here my entire life. I felt like I didn't belong here. I've never felt like I belonged here. But we've got to flip that perspective, because we do belong here and we do have a right to exist here. We are here. We are changing the system. We're changing the reality here. We're bringing that God energy, that source energy, that pure love, that pure innocence. We are bringing it here into the material plane. And bringing it here means getting away from the toxicity, healing from the toxicity, making sure that you don't surround yourself with the toxicity anymore, and then changing your perspective and how you view things. You got to see it for the truth. You have to see people, places, and things for the truth of what they are. And then you have to make a decision to either, yes, that's the type of energy I want in my life, or no, it is not. And then the next thing is to start aligning, start connecting with those other energies that are on the same frequency as you. You are doing that no matter what, whether you are at the lower frequency or you're choosing to be at a higher frequency. But I'll say this, we came here to be masters of the frequencies, of the vibrations, to have dominion over every dimension, meaning material, astral, emotional, ethereal, subconscious, mental, and spiritual. Mastery. That's where you will gain your awakening, if you will, your power. Okay? So next phase is to align with each other, to find each other, to work with each other. You have your role, I have my role. We're all pieces of the puzzle, part of the bigger tapestry. I have my mission. You figure out what your mission is. We are going in the same direction. We're doing the same thing. We're going for a new reality where instead of being division and fighting and anger and hatred and killing and murdering and taking and stealing and all that negative, really toxic stuff, we're splitting. We're allowing those toxic people, those toxic things to be in their own energy. We're pulling our energy back and we're being in our energy. We're healing, and then we're going over here to align with others. Once we start aligning, we start working together, you have this frequency. Let's say it's at a love vibration level. Okay, this energy's gone, and you find another love vibration energy, and now you guys are going to start sharing. There's 2 of us. Now we have 4, now 8, and then we multiply. Imagine the changes and the shifts that we could make here if we all start raising and start working at a different level, a mastery level. See that? That's part of the greater mission. Greater mission is to bring God, to prove that God is real, to help our brothers and sisters, our parents, our siblings, our friends, our family that have issues with God, don't understand God, don't understand that energy. to help them see and understand, yes, God is real. God does love you. God wants you to come back home if you so choose. But it's not your role to override their free will, to put your belief system on them. That's not it. Yours is to pull back what is yours, take back what is yours, give back what is theirs, balance the karma, and then you go live your perspective. The more you live in your greater perspective, that advanced, higher level, higher understanding, higher wisdom, mastery perspective, the more this energy that you left behind is going to go, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. How do you do that? How do you do that miracle? How do you manifest that? How come everything works out for you? How do you do that? Show me. See that? We're not dragging them along anymore. They're not our luggage. They're not our problem. They are their own problem. They're their own solution, as are you. So, you know who you are. You know your mission. You know your job. Now go do it. What is that? Go live life. Go find others. Work together. Create a whole new reality where we work together. We see each other. We support each other. We unify. We build. We get out of this system of lack and chasing money, chasing things. And we get back to our divine angelic selves, which says, it is all me, all the particles. I love them. I'm in love with them because I'm in love with me. And therefore the universe responds to me. Life responds to me. How do I get everything I want? How do I get everything to work out in my reality? Because that's my perspective. Because I am in love with myself. God made me perfect. This is my perfect temple. All of me is the perfect temple. It's my job, my responsibility to protect it at all costs from those toxic energies. And it's my responsibility to live my existence because God gave me this existence, this ability to live and to show, if I so choose, a different way by living my perspective at a higher level. All right. Again, from the bottom of my heart, I truly, truly, truly appreciate all of you, love all of you, love the comments. I am determined and I have read every single one of them, and thank you. You guys are amazing, amazing. Keep doing you, boo. Keep doing you. I'm sending you so much love, and I hope you can feel it because every comment I've read, I've made sure that I've sent you some really good positive energy to keep going. You're almost there. We're about to hit a major, major shift in this reality to that new timeline. And all of you are probably feeling the ramp up because it's a little shaky right now. Hang in there, okay? I'm trying to get to all your comments. I'm also trying to get to your messages. I just want you to know that I love you, that God loves you. You already know that. But mostly, you have a friend. You have somebody that sees you for who you are, accepts you for who you are, and loves you unconditionally. Unconditionally. I will always be that way because you're my family. And I'm really happy that they're coming alive and you're coming out. I'm ready. We're finally getting to that point where we're ready.